Rest in peace to my aunties, man.
Try this up for the one time.
My auntie Poochie, my auntie Trisha. You know, I think about them all the time.
Damn, Nikki, you done spilled some.
Yeah, I wrote this shit for you. You know, sometimes I just be deep down in my head, all of my thoughts and shit, be thinking. Yeah, I wrote this shit for you. Yeah, you know what it is. Shit changed ever since we was kids, but I wrote this shit for you.
Oh yeah.
Say I wrote this shit for you. Yeah. Say I wrote this shit for you. Yeah, you know what it is. Shit changed ever since we was kids, but I wrote this shit for you.
You know how I wrote it for, man.
Say I wrote this shit for you.
I wrote it for you.
Yeah.
I wrote this shit for you. Yeah, you know who I'm talking to. You the reason they call me Wapadoo. You know that I'm missing you, and you know I'm missing your daughter too. Remember as a kid you bought me chips with a quart of juice. When I was like 2, you know Tula babysit. I love her always, and she know I never quit. See, Nancy acted like my mother, but she my sister too. And in my heart, you better know I always love her. I know you got a couple issues you've been going through, but stay strong, baby girl, you gon' make it through. Intellects ball, really, I ain't talk to you, so I made a song about you, cuz girl, I thought of you. Ooh, said I wrote this shit for you. Abo, let me stop the beat for you. Oh, yeah. I remember that time you let me rent out that room, then I turned it to a shop and started doing tattoos. Girl, I wrote this shit for you. But they don't know how I feel, cause I'm the cousin who you call whenever shit got real. You know I'm pulling up quick, jumping out with the steel, and every time I think about it, it still give me the chills. Ooh, swear to God, Abo, I be missing the fuck out you, G. You know I love you. I be wishing heaven had a phone so I call you sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote this shit for you. Yeah, you know what it is. Shit changed ever since we was kids, but I wrote this shit for you.
Oh yeah.
Say I wrote this shit for you.
I wrote it for you.
Say I wrote this shit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You know.
Shit changed ever since we was kids, but I wrote this shit for
John
you.
C. Hoppo, boy.
Say I wrote this shit for you. Yeah.
I say I wrote this shit for Coop. Yeah. I swear to God, I don't need a pen. Nope. Growing up, people call her my mama twin. Oh, yeah. I wanna tell you how I feel, but then I start to cringe. Cause the last thing she told me, you the oldest Flynn. Damn. The same night we went out for cuz birthday, we came home and that shit became the worst day. I would've never thought my auntie was gone. We was out having a good time till we came home. I remember all of the days that we spent at the park. Go to Rockchild to get snacks, then leave when it's dark. Plus we stayed across the hall, we was next door neighbors. Even if you didn't wanna clean up, she made you. This for you. I'm like, what up, fool? When I was young, I wanted to be like you, and I'm just telling the truth. You taught me how to cut hair too. Plus you had all the hoes, so we thought it was cool. You was Pep, you was Pez, and Pedro too. Remember staying on 82nd when we shared that room? And then you bought them pairs of mics I used to wear in the school. I was in that bitch acting the fool. Man, I wrote this shit for you. Say hell yeah, I gotta say it twice. Say I wrote this shit for you and it's for paradise. She called me Ezel, I call her Scaradise. And that shit the truth, man, I wrote this shit for you. Swoo! Can't forget about Millie, yo. Oh, yeah. Remember you was playing ball, you was skinny though. I was on the block, probably pitching pennies though. You know that. Smoking weed, I was trying to break 7-4. Remember Ned got you drunk, you couldn't even drink. Same night, Rucci dropped us off at the rink. Say we was trying to get juke, we ain't even skate. Say you gon' always be my brother till them pearly gates. Yeah, said I wrote this shit for both. Even though that nigga acts slow, he's still my baby bro. Remember you played me over some dough? I tried to cut you off, but I can never let you go. I love you always, from the braids to the fro. Ever since you was a kid, you been on that dance floor. I know you probably going through it, thinking don't nobody know. And if you ever wanna call, man, I'm still your big bro. Swoo! You know I gotta say the best for last. Cause if I didn't, I swear to God, she'll be on my ass. Remember riding in the van your first day of class. Remember fighting Booker Day because he touched your ass. You couldn't tell me a thing about my long hair. She called me fave, can't nobody else own that. And if you play with her, know I'm pulling up. I wrote this for long hair, you know we forever stuck.